Well, we got a new job I'm starting this morning. Got a pad to build for a new construction home. This is where I put the 2 culverts. They're right over there in the driveway. We did the work at the shop or whatever up there. Now they're wanting to start getting the pad built on the house. I've been wanting to for a while, but Starbucks is kind of taking more of my time up. But with where I got on Starbucks on Saturday, now the concrete guys are not going to be here till the end of the week. And I guess from what the superintendent told me, I guess it's the same engineer. They didn't get the plans approved for the rebar, so they didn't get it ordered soon enough. So now it may be another week, or I guess this week or hopefully next week. They're thinking that the rebar will be available. So I guess the concrete guys aren't even going to show up till maybe Friday or possibly Monday of next week. And I'm back and forth still on who's digging the footings. I told them I could dig them before, but then they were like, our concrete guy just wants to do everything. But then they've mentioned that I'm going to have to put rock in the bottom of the footings and get a compaction test, and that would be on me since I'm the one that built the pad. I was like, that's fine too. So I don't know. It'll be a surprise to me and you guys on who's gonna actually dig the footings and do that. But I am going out of town, leaving Friday to take a vacation. It's the first vacation that me, Aaron, and Gavin have taken in like 3 years. Yeah, so I'm just going to go around now, since they have these lines painted and it's kind of hard to tell them it's grass, and just try to strip the grass off and get my perimeter, and then I can just kind of hog everything out of the middle. But they moved the house over from where it was originally at, which is good to know now, and before we... So we're going to dig out that old junky clay and haul it off and put it back in there, but that wouldn't be the right spot. A few days break, I guess, from the Starbucks job. The surveys were there this morning, so I had them send me some new points or some more points in the parking lot. Kind of before it breaks over where the rear entrance is going to be on the parking lot, just because I didn't really have any stakes out there to kind of pull measurements off of, so they're going to set those up. But yeah, then I guess it's going to be kind of the hurry up and wait game until the concrete guys show up. Oh, that's what I was saying too. Yeah, we're going on vacation, which I'm kind of looking forward to. I'm kind of ready. I haven't taken a vacation in a long time. We're going to head to, we're going to take Gavin to Dollywood. He's real big on roller coasters and amusement parks and such now. So we're going to go by there and then go to Nashville one day. Like we're going to check out Graceland, and then we're going to end up making our way over to the Biltmore in Asheville, North Carolina. We got some friends there we're going to visit with and kind of check that place out. So should be kind of a nice little family vacation, so I'm just kind of excited to get away with Aaron and Gavin. I usually don't really care where we go. It's just kind of fun to go do something and hang out. I don't get to see them probably as much as I should. I end up working all the time. That's kind of the bad part for me during the summer when we can go on vacation. It's better for them, but it's not the best for me. But I don't know, at the same time the work is going to be there, so you gotta make time for the family. You can't just always, you know, take trips or go do stuff in the winter time just because you're busier in the summer. Everybody else gets to take off and go do things. He's out of school, so one of these days he's 14. He's getting ready to be a freshman in high school, so one of these days he may not want to go on vacations with mom and dad, so I need to take advantage of that while I still can. So yeah, we'll just make our way around here. we got all the topsoil-ish junk cut off here, down to some clay. It's not probably the best clay. It's got, I mean, I've seen a little bit of rock here and there, but it is more of that red-orange clay that we're looking for versus the pond clay that just kind of stays tan or a light brown that never really packs in. This stuff will still kind of pack. It just doesn't have the rock as what the other stuff is, but we've probably got, well, it looks bigger from the other side. We've probably got, I don't know, 30, 25, 30 loads of dirt dug out of here. It's a pretty good size pad. I didn't measure it off before we started. I just kind of overdug it by 4 feet on what they had marked out, but yeah, quite a bit of topsoil. It's all got some clay and junk in that dirt and some roots. It's not the best, but, and it's not super even right here. I tried to dig it out a little deeper where the footings are going to go. There's going to be a slab, and we're actually going to raise it up a foot or 18 inches above the grade right here, because it's kind of in a low spot where it's at. So I just wanted to kind of get the topsoily stuff off of there, and then I'm going to roll it in real quick, and then I'll probably just grab the loader. He's got 4 loads of kind of red rocky clay there. I'll probably just shove it in that corner, make us a little ramp, and then we'll just tomorrow probably run both trucks for a while where we can just kind of back the trucks in. But I think they'll back over here just fine. We'll just start kind of piling them up in the garage and working our way out, and then later on in the day I'll stop running mine and then start knocking them down and kind of get that lift rolled in. But it's probably going to take 2 days or better with just running the 2 trucks. And as efficient as the guy at the clay field is at loading, we're luckily not too far, just a couple miles from there, so that is going to help. And I may see about trying to get Lonnie to come and help us get that done, because I'd like to finish this, and if I can, get the footings dug before I go on vacation. That way this is another job or whatever the builder can work on and won't be holding anybody up. So we'll just have to see, because it originally that's where the house was going to go, was in there, and then they doubled the size of it and moved it over. So it was all a little different when we got here today. But we're gonna jump on the roller, kind of pack this stuff in, and then we'll shove some of that clay over there and kind of get everything fueled and greased up and ready to hit it again tomorrow. I'm just gonna get on here real quick and kind of show you. You can kind of see these little divots. I'm trying to find some that are a little, I don't know, deeper or better right here. But this roller is actually called what they call a pad foot, or it's also known as a sheep's foot roller. It's actually made for packing in clay and road beds and such like that, versus a smooth drum roller. And what the whole idea is behind it, it puts these little pads or these divots in here, and then when you bring in the next lift of clay, it fills those in and kind of locks the lifts together, versus just doing like a smooth drum roller and then just, you know, having it nice and smooth and tight on the top, and then you put another lift in there and stuff, which that still works. It's not saying you can't use that, but these just do a little bit better job on this clay, kind of, like I said, packing it in and locking the lifts together. And then you do want, like the smooth drum roller would be like your finish pass or your final, where you can actually, what they call, like seal the clay off, where it's nice and smooth and it won't let any kind of water run down in here. If you left it like this, all these little divots would hold water, then that would kind of loosen your clay up. So a lot of guys will run this style roller until they get to that last lift on the top, and then they'll switch to a smooth drum and kind of seal it in that way. But I'm really liking it. I've probably got, I don't know, 20 hours on it so far, 25 between Starbucks and what little bit I've ran it here, and this thing has worked awesome. It's a great size for us, and it just seems to do a really, really good job. The only thing I may end up doing is taking that blade off, which I don't really use it. I mean, I can see the benefit of it, and I do like that it's extra weight, but my only problem was, like at Starbucks, since we had that thing cut out so deep, it stops me about 2 feet of being right up there to the very, you know, the edge of the corner, which, I mean, you're still gonna have a little bit with this thing, but with that cut so deep over there at Starbucks, it was kind of hard to get in there up against that existing parking lot with that blade on there. So that's the only thing I'm thinking, is I may just unbolt it, where if we ever wanted to, we could bolt it back on, because it's just, you got the 6 bolts in each side and then this cylinder and the 2 lines, so it's pretty heavy. But I think with having the loaders and the excavators, I don't really need the blade with it. I don't think I'll ever push with it, so I don't know, like I said, but it does add a little more weight to that front end, but it's probably not enough to make a difference on with that thing vibrating and such. But roll it one more time and then jump back in Dad's loader and push some clay over here. Well, here's our stopping point for the day. I got those 4 loads of clay moved over here and hit with the roller. So kind of got this corner built up, or at least now when we back the trucks in here, we'll have kind of a gradual ramp. So I think we're going to start bright and early tomorrow. The guy's supposed to be there at 7 a.m. So we'll just run both trucks. Probably a good chunk of the day. Like I said, this is going to take, I'm gonna guess 50 to 60 loads by the time I bring this up another foot or 18 inches above that side right there. It's pretty good size house. I think they're, I think what they live in now is a 2-story. So I mean, they're kind of downsizing, but it's all going to be one level. That's going to be like a 2-car garage there. So I don't know if the house faces, I'm guessing, the road there, and the garage is kind of angled or whatnot, but it's still a pretty good size one floor or one story house. The machine's all backed up there, greased, and getting ready to fuel them up, and then we're gonna do a little trucking tomorrow, so we'll just catch you guys then.